ओके यूट्यूब हैज स्टार्टेड, ये लो यूट्यूब भी स्टार्ट हो गया है। चलो लेट्स गो। Okay, guys. So let's go. Let's have a look at the scores for now. So Rajasthan have made 4 picks. Rajasthan have Shimron Hitmaya, who has gone for quite a plenty of money, like a middle order batsman expected, but you had other options to go for that. So Shimron Hetmeyer got a lot of money in there, and 8.5 CR is what Rajasthan bought him for. The next pick that Rajasthan did was David Particle. David Particle at the top of the order, maybe because Butler you can open with Samson, you have Yashasvi Jaiswal, and again a dicey pick again from Rajasthan Royals, I would say, for 7.75 CR, taking the left-handed opener from India, Rajasthan Royals. And then we have Ravichandran Ashwin, who went for a miserly amount, I can say, maybe because of his form not happening. So 5 CR is what Ravichandran Ashwin managed to get from the Rajasthan Royals. And something interesting that you might be looking for is the battle, but not quite the battle, but the things that happened between Joss Butler and R. Ashwin, you can say, but both of them will be on the same side, donning the pink and the blue. Yet another pick that Rajasthan made in the auction till now is going to be Trent Bolt. Trent Bolt in the auction has been picked up by Rajasthan Royals from the marquee set, and he has been sold for 8 CR. So they have made a plenty of shelling out of their money for Rajasthan. And now Rajasthan, if I'm not wrong, are left with what are they left with? Let me check. Rajasthan are left with 32.7 CR now to fill up the rest of the squad. Just a reminder that Hughes Edmits is fine. He collapsed during the auction going on, but the auction will resume at 3:30 PM IST, and Hughes Edmits will go on to conduct the auction. Moving on, let's look at the other sides. If you look at CSK, has not made a lot of buys in here. They bought Robin Uthappa in from the last season. Robin Uthappa for base price 2 CR. They've brought in him, and they've bought Dwayne Bravo back from the hut. So right now it's all Yellow Army when we come to Chennai Super Kings, and they are concerned. They have two players at the base price 2 CR, only sharing out 4 CR for the players till now. But someone like Dwayne Bravo, he's 39. Will they give him so much of an effort? It's something to look forward to. And now moving on to yet another team who has shelled out a lot of money, and that is KKR, called Qatar Knight Riders. And they have bought a new captain, we can say, but it's something difficult. Like, if you see Srh Iyer 12.25 CR, but what Venky Mysel said, that they are not zeroing down on Srh Iyer as a captain right now. They might even look at someone like a Pat Cummins for a captaincy role. but they have again shelled out a lot of money for the players if we look forward to, and if we look at the prices that they've shelled out for. So if you look at someone like a Srh, they've shelled out 12.25 CR of the purse for him, and then you go back to comments with 7.25 CR, and even more so if you look at someone like a Nitish Rana, they got an 8 CR, if I remember correctly, yes, 8 CR for that. So it has been really interesting to see. Rajasthan and Lucknow having the best auction so far. Yes, we can say that, but I am not personally. Okay, reconnection successful. Okay, भाई बता दो मेरे को अब आवाज आ रहा है क्या? ये पावर चला गया था बीच में से वापस. आज कुछ ठीक से करने नहीं देने वाले लोग, ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे. इतनी सारी मुसीबतें बीच में. कोई बात नहीं, हम वापस चालू करेंगे. हम वापस चालू करते हैं. आ जाओ. फेसबुक में उनको ये देना है, लिंक चाहिए ना गाइस तुमको, ये लो लिंक. लेट्स गो. We'll continue. Let's continue. We're talking about KKR. So KKR, we're looking at someone like, what we can say, they're looking at Pat Cummins and Srh Iyer. Okay. So okay, Sai has joined us. Are our experts ready, guys? Okay, are you guys ready? I'll add you on. Okay, great. Okay, my green screen won't work over here, so that's not a problem. Let's go. I'll just add this green screen थोड़ा और आगे करके. Okay guys, video is on. मैं डाल देता हूँ लाइव पे. Okay, so our guests are here. Hello. Someone might have to mute. There's a lot of noise from the background, I guess. Yeah. So Sai and Siddharth, welcome. Let's discuss a few things before we get back to the auction tables and auction rooms. Siddharth, your picks on the RCB bids in the auction so far.
Even I'm surprised, like, all of you out there. I have no clue, like, I have to this is at least a decent buy, but Harshad Patel Atta's price was huge, and now we are handled with Anindu, who I think is over the budget.
Yeah.
And this might create a disturb in the balance of the team, but let's see what the franchises are looking into it.
Yeah. Do you think it was the Kohli influence in going for Harshal Patel at that price?
Probably might be, no, might not be. But if you look at it, his record in the last year, he was like the best bowler of the IPL. He won the purple cap. But coming to the point that if it was any influence, they could have retained him at a lower price rather than buying him at 10.75 from the auction. Because RCB retained only 3.
Yeah, definitely.
So they could have probably retained him. So I think that would have been a better option. Because 10.75 is huge. Even like Zapada or any premium fast bowler wouldn't have got that amount which Harshal Patel got.
Yeah, Sai, you were saying something. Keep your videos on, Sai, if possible.
Yeah, somewhat net problem, so I can't even turn on my video.
Yeah. So yeah, Sai, your picks, CSK have made 2 picks and both of them have come at the base price. Like if you see Robin Uthappa, someone at the base price was still kind of expected, you can say, but DJ Bravo at the age of 39 going for him, do you see any merit in that?
No. As far as I'm concerned, that pick is absolutely a wastage of pick. With all due respect to Bravo, he is one of the best bowlers in IPL history, but his age almost gone to 38.
Yeah.
And almost in every Caribbean Premier League, he can't bowl at anything. Only he can bat. So what if same thing happens in current season?
Definitely.
So he almost in half of the leagues he can't bowl at all, only batting. Without bowling, he is absolutely a wastage of player. But coming to Uthappa, getting him at a base price 2 CR is a good thing regarding of his performance in last year playoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
Still much more option to go for CSK. They bought only 2 players. We need pacers, middle order, and opener. Everything is still have to come. Hoping they will buy something.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see a CSK bid actually because CSK let go of Faf du Plessis at around the budget of 4 CR where they needed an opener alongside Ruturaj Gaikwad. And they were okay to let go Faf du Plessis who had settled into the team maybe because of the age factor we can say. But that contradicts their picks in Robin Uthappa and Dwayne Bravo as well. But at the same time, if you see, they went around a budget of 6 to 6.5 CR for openers like David Warner and Quinton de Kock as well. So that is something interesting. So CSK are definitely looking for openers. They also went in for someone like Deepak Hooda for the finishers role, which they could not quite acquire. Do you think CSK again playing the safe thing that keeping budgets till the very end and then getting players?
Coming to Deepak Hooda pick, trying to buy Deepak Hooda, the only factor I think is they need someone to carry the MS Dhoni role, the finisher or the anchor role to carry middle. They need someone badly for it. They tried something for Deepak Hooda, but they thought the price is overpriced. So they might go for some picks like Shah Rukh Khan maybe.
Definitely.
And coming to losing Faf du Plessis, I think for that his age is already 37, far end of his career. Going for more than 7 crores is not a good thing because we might only get 1-2 seasons from it. Even we have discussed it in a previous session.
Yeah.
Even the second good season is also a tough question mark thing. So going more than 7 crores for him is not a good price. I must say that CSK did a good thing by leaving him, and Warner pick his age is just 35. Even he performed good in recently conducted T20 tournament, World Cup tournament. So we tried our best, but we left it. There are still picks left, Ishan Kishan, and couple of guys otherwise left in still auction. So let's see what will happen.
Definitely. Siddharth,
even some,
Yeah, Siddharth, any surprises with the players who have gone unsold, or was that expected? So David Villa is unsold, Steve Smith unsold, and Shakib unsold.
So Shakib
Suresh
would be a surprise. Yeah, Shakib would be a surprise considering his all-round abilities. But considering he has played so many IPLs and not given any impactful performances, might also be the case. So probably if someone is looking for an anchor role, Steve Smith, in their batting lineup, like number 3 or something. If you want to save any collapses, or if you play in a spin pitch like Chennai or something, they can go for Steve Smith, I guess. Apart from that, I don't see him playing in any of the teams apart from this.
Definitely.
So yeah.
I guess some of these players might even get picked at the later end. Like someone like a David Warner someone like a David Bella might get picked at the end if someone needs a finisher in the backup role. One thing that really surprised me was the pick of Shimron Hetmeyer at that price. Like he's been going high in almost every kind of auctions. Like he went for 8 crores, 8.25 crores at the 2020 auction with Delhi Capitals, and now going for the same price almost at Rajasthan Royals. But if you see the lineup of Rajasthan Royals now, you have someone like a SSC Jaiswal who might open, David Padikkal. So I guess that's the opening combination they might look at. And after that, they have someone like a Sanju Samson at 3, Shimron Hetmeyer at 4. Does Josh Butler play the finishes role then?
No. I must say that Butler is the best player in T20 if he opens. Whatever you pick, got in youngsters or anyone, Butler should open. If he opens, means there is no one can stop him. He must open at any cost. Maybe they can try Jaiswal at number 3. Already he has played 1-2 innings at number 3 in last season, I think. So they might try for that because Butler is the best player in T20 if he opens. And Samson can play at 4, Hetmeyer can play at 5.
Definitely.
Coming to the price of Hetmeyer, yeah, he is a overpriced buy, but he is one of the best player in last season in finishing role. He played excellent cameos for Delhi in last season.
Capitals,
But the price is overpriced. Let's see.
Definitely. Some interesting buys from KKR who have shelled out a lot of their purse if we look at it. Like 12.25 CR, they were up for it. They wanted to go for Srh Iyer. And if you look at it, you might say that it is something related to the captaincy thing that they want to look at from Srh Iyer. But Venki Mesur, Siddharth said that they might even look at Pat Cummins as an option. What do you think that they might zero down upon?
I think they have tried to build most of the same core from the last season. Pat Cummins was there last year, Nitish Rana was there last year. So probably, as far as I look, they have already a good core with already 4 18 players like Chakravarti, Russell, Venkatesh Iyer and Narayan. So they're adding 2 more players to them. So that makes a 6 of the 11 players would be the same playing 11 which you had already seen in the previous years.
Correct.
So I think that would be So I think since they had played so well and they had reached the finals last year, probably they are planning to stick to somewhat similar 11 and buy a few nice buys during this year as well. Like they had a not so well performing captain in the last year in Ian Morgan. So they have replaced him with Shreyas Iyer, which is an excellent buy according to me. And Shreyas Iyer has led it Delhi Capitals previously very well.
Yep.
So that makes it up to a good squad, I reckon. I think they'll have a very good playing 11, but once any of the players fail or they have international commitments, they won't be a successful backup players to them.
Definitely. If we already look at the 6 players that they've bought, they've Pat Cummins, who is already going to tour Pakistan, and first half of IPL may be a period where Pat Cummins will not be available. And that is somewhere they'll need to have a out-and-out pace bowler, which they don't have right now. So you can get a few overs out of Venkatesh Iyer here and there. You can have a few overs bowled from Andre Russell, but they still need to look for pace bowlers.
Yeah. They have to fulfill that. They also have to fulfill the Indian department. Be it like a lower middle order, you don't have finishers. Like you have a Russell, but who won't guarantee all 14 matches.
Definitely.
That's what I would recommend.
Extremely injury prone, and that is something that KKR need to worry about. But let's discuss about the new teams. The new teams that have come in. It is the Gujarat Titans and the Lucknow Super Giants. If we look at the Gujarat Titans team, they have made a buy one buy at Jason Roy. Do you think it's a very good buy, Jason Roy at base price 2 CR?
Yeah, like if you look at it in a way, like Shubman Gill and Jason Roy would complement each other very well.
Definitely.
One is a basher and one is a anchor. Like if they if they both stay around 6 overs, then it's game on for the Gujarat team. And they already have a good finishers in Hardik Pandya, and they have bowling lineup of Rashid Khan. So probably I think Jason Roy is a good fit to their team, and they've also added Shami to their team.
Yeah.
So that their picks so far have been like price wise and everything wise, they are like pretty balanced, I guess.
Definitely. And they have had the picks have been very low, as you said, and the budget left with them is still 43.7 CR, which is among the highest. But the highest is still with SRH. SRH quite not going for any kind of battles, and I guess they are picking their players. Right? If you see the players that SRH picked for, they went very high. They went high for Deepak Hooda somewhere, and they also went in high for all-rounder in Harshal Patel, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they bidded heavily with Harshal Patel as well. So your thoughts on SRH auction till now?
Well, I can easily explain it in one word. Even the auctioneer told that in Panile, oh, SRH is still bidding, I thought they will be tomorrow. That sums up everything about SRH.
Definitely, and SRH have not quite picked anyone sort of yet, and they have bowlers in Umran Malik, Abdul Samad, and I'm not quite sure if those two retentions are going to guarantee you 14 games in an IPL. Like Abdul Samad, yes, promising aspect. Umran Malik just played 3 games, I guess, in the last season, was a promising aspect as well, but you might have those players blow hot and cold sometimes. It's a very big tournament. So let's see, the auction starts in 3 minutes. If we are
I must say that they haven't managed a player coordination with the team management, because they haven't retained Warner or haven't successful in talking with Rashid Khan. They failed in that, I must say that, because Warner is always a best IPL batsman. Whatever his form is, Rashid Khan is irreplaceable with any bowler, any kind of bowler. So I must say that the management is failed with talks between the players and the team management. That costed them very well.
So if you take any franchise in IPL and they had Rashid Khan and they had the option to retain Rashid Khan, and the only clause he put forward was to be retained as the first player, any IPL franchise, or even say any franchise in the entire world, would be happy to do that for Rashid Khan, to get him as the first retention. And if we have to pick between someone like a Rashid Khan and Kane Williamson, you always would go for Rashid Khan, because Kane Williamson is a very good player, no doubt about that. He can win you games in T20s as well, as he's not just a test specialist. He showed that he has an array of shots in T20s as well with his classical approach. But Rashid Khan going to a different team might just haunt SRH back, and as I said, David Warner, big pick.
You can get with Kane Williamson kind of batsman in auction, but you can't get Rashid kind of spinner in any way.
Totally. Totally, yeah.
And even they should have trusted Bhuvneshwar, retaining Bhuvneshwar or Natarajan. Even they haven't risked that, but trusted Umran Malik, who is at draw. Haven't even played 4 or 5 matches in IPL, not played handy match in domestic.
Definitely.
Even they are unprepared for auction, going for everything, going for a few players at 4 or 5 cars, but not buying everyone.
Yeah. Definitely.
They have big auction coming up for MI, CSK, SRH, hoping these 3 franchises should buy at least something now.
MI, if you see, were really interesting. When you saw the visuals of their battens, for a few players, the baton was continuously raised in the air, and they were like, we want this player at any cost, and then the battle would suddenly go down, and they said, no, we are out. So that is something MI is looking for. Quick thoughts, Science, that next players coming up. Wanindu Hasaranga has already gone over 10 crores. Mitchell Marsh, Mohammad Nabi, Krunal Pandya, and Washington Sundar, the other 4 players to come in this auction. Who do you expect to be picked even more higher?
Even more higher, I doubt, but I think Ishan Kishan in the next category of 80% would probably beat this amount. In this set, I think Mitchell Marsh could be a good buy, provided that he remains fit for the IPL.
Yes. Great form in T20 World Cup.
Definitely. And if you see, Mitchell Marsh is someone who is quite underrated in the T20 arena, looking at his performances recently for Australia. He'll give you those 2 to 3 overs, definitely. He'll get you those wickets in the middle overs as well. And he's been very active in the batting arena. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining me. We'll get you back in the break or the post-show. Till then, goodbye, and
Thank you.
we'll go back to the auction tables. Bye-bye, guys.
We'll see you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so expert opinions done. Let's get back to our auction tables. Now, this is the set that you see on the screen that is currently going on, and that is going to be on for a while now. But let's look at what happens with a lot of different teams over here. So if you see, Nitish Rana is being sold for a very high price. We have Mohammad Nabi to come. We have Krunal Pandya to come. We have Washington Sundar still to come. We have Mitchell Marsh to come. And then the bid for one in Wasaranga is already in the very high standards. So let's have a look. Let's go back to the auction tables right now that is going to start. And let's see who gets a lot of bids. As it said, Ishan Kishan is someone who is going to be very, very high because he is a very explosive opener, left-handed opener and wicket keeper as well. And he gives you a lot of talent and also promise coming in. So let's see who goes. Let me know in the comments भाई कौन-कौन है यहाँ पे. Link share कर दो जल्दी से वहाँ यहाँ जहाँ पे friends के साथ, so that we can start with our auctions straight away. Only 2 people watching, guys. ये तो नहीं चलेगा. Let's go. Auction resumes. Oh, we have a 10-minute delay. Oh man, हम एक्सपर्ट से बात कर लेते ना तब तक. डील है तो. Okay, no problem. हम और players देखते हैं. Let's look at the wicket keepers that are going to come after this. So the wicket keeper set 1 will be up after this, and it will be Sam Billings, Dinesh Karthik, Ishan Kishan, Nicholas Pooran, Vridhaman Shah, Matthew Wade, and Johnny Bairstow with Ambati Raidu are the wicket keepers that are going to come up next. So let's see. And let's see, I guess Vridhaman Shah might not attract a lot of bids over here, and Dinesh Karthik definitely a good option, and as I said, Ishan Kishan will be the hot favorite to get bids over here. So let's see. Anyone in the comments want to talk about anything? The auction is going to start very soon. Now, let's look at some of the different teams as well. Still the auction resumes, it's say 9 minutes, 9-10 minutes से resume होगा भाई. होगा नहीं पता नहीं पर बता तो रहे resume होगा. But तब तक भाई जो other team है. We have not looked at Lucknow, I guess, till now. So if we look at Lucknow, they have made a lot of purchases still now compared to the auctions. They have Marcus Stoinis, who was retained in the middle order, which will be a solid batsman again. They have KL Rahul. And I guess Marcus Stoinis might even open with KL Rahul, if you see. They have got Manish Pandey as a middle order Indian anchor in Manish Pandey. They shelled out some money for him. They've got Deepak Hooda as the finisher. They have Jason Older as the all-rounder as well. And Ravi Bishnoi is the Indian spinner for them. So this might just be interesting for them as well. So let's see how they have fared till now. But if you see your top buys till now, top buys have been very, very interesting. And one of the top buys will be replaced soon by one Asranga. So if you check the top buys, the top buy is 12.25 crores, Srh Iyer at the top. Then you have Harshal Patel with 10.75 CR, Kagishore Awada with 9.25 CR, and Jason Holder at 8.75 CR is now, I guess, the highest paid West Indian player in an IPL auction. So if I'm not wrong, he's the highest paid West Indian player in IPL auction is Jason Holder from the Lucknow Super Giants. The Gotti effect, if we can say, for that. And now let's look at some of the other teams. Someone who we have not looked at. Am I quite quiet? What we can say, all we can see on the squad lists are their retentions, and they haven't made any buys. They wanted to get some of their old players back like Trent Bolt, but he was sold for a huge amount to the Rajasthan Royals, and definitely they went him away. If you see at RCB's picks, they have just had 2 picks. Faf du Plessis surprised with that buy. Maybe they wanted someone to open with Virat Kohli. Not sure where he'll play. Glenn Maxwell already slots in at your number 3 or number 4, or the floater role that he played for RCB in the previous season. Harshal Patel is the biggest bid, 10.25 CR spelled out for Harshal Patel. So he has to give you 14 matches. Not quite sure he has had that one of IPL season last year. Not quite sure if he has in him to have the same season back at RCB, but 10.25 CR, some kind of trust display. If you see the Punjab Kings have made 2 purchases. They have got 2 marquee players. They've got Kagishore Abada, they've got Shikhar Dhawan. So they have the opening combination, we can say, for the man in purple and gold is sorted. So Mayank Agarwal is set to open with Shikhar Dhawan mostly, we can say, and the death bowling combo of Arshdeep Singh and Kagishore Abada. Now they need to find the middle order for them, which has been a problem for Punjab Kings for quite a long time now. They had Chris Gayle, they had KL Rahul to open with Mayank Agarwal, but the middle order has been something that they have struggled with, and that is definitely something they'll look to get well in this kind of auction. If we look at DC have got a old player, I can say, a very old player for David Warner back into their side. So David Warner has come back to Delhi Capitals. Other than that, they have no other purchases to be made, and the auction is set to resume in 2 to 3 minutes from now. Okay, so huge admits is not going to be the auctioneer now. We have a new auctioneer, guys, in the auction rooms. We have Mr. Charu Sharma taking over as the auctioneer, I guess. Okay, so the auction resumes, the bid resumes at 10.75 CR. Okay, RCB 1075. $10.75. Let's go. Let's go. So the current bid for one in Asaranga is at 10.75 CR with the Royal Challengers of Bangalore. Let's see. Do we have any more bids? And one into Asaranga is going to RCB. So 10 crores and 75 lakhs. And the next player up is Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar is the next name up. Washington Sundar for 1.5 CR. 1.5 CR. Let's look. Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar. Waiting for bids for Washington Sundar here, guys. No bids currently for Washington Sundar. Waiting. Waiting. Gujarat Titans come in. 1.5 CR. $1.5 CR for Washington Sundar with Gujarat. This might be the best deal if he goes at that price. Gujarat Titans. So Punjab Kings come in now for Washington Sundar. 1.7 CR from Gujarat right now. $170 to Gujarat currently. $190 back with Gujarat. $190 from Gujarat. $210 from Gujarat now. Bidding battle between Punjab and Gujarat going on for Washington Sundar. 2.1 CR with Gujarat Titans. Punjab say 2.2. Okay, 240 with Gujarat. 240 with Gujarat. $260 say Punjab. $280 say Gujarat. And Punjab are out. $280 is the bid with Gujarat. $400. $4.2 with Delhi. $440 say Gujarat. $460 say Delhi. $460 currently with DC. $480 say Gujarat. $500 say Delhi. $525 say Gujarat. $550 say Delhi. $575 say Gujarat. $600 say Delhi. $625 say Gujarat. $650 say Delhi. $650. $650. $650. $675 say Gujarat. 7.00 say Delhi. 7.00 say Delhi, and Gujarat say they are out. So 7.00 with Delhi. $775. $750 currently with Delhi. $775 is the next bid. Sunrise Hyderabad. $775 say Srh. $775. $775. $775 with SRH. Lucknow. Lucknow come in an 8. 825 with SRH. It's 75 say SRH. It's 75 with SRH. $800. Sold. Sold. Washington Sundar has been sold to 8.75 CR to SRH. 8.75. Krunal Pandya. Krunal Pandya. It's the next man in. Asking for a base price of 2 CR. Krunal Pandya. Chennai going in. Punjab and Chennai bidding it. $320, $380. We are at 400. We are at 400. $440 say Punjab. $460 say Chennai. $480 currently with Punjab. 500 bid from CSK. 500 bid from CSK. $500 lakhs with CSK. 520 say Punjab. Sorry, 525. 525 say Punjab. And Chennai out. Punjab Kings. 525. Punjab. Punjab coming in at 5.25 CR for Krunal Pandya. Will they get him for that price? Any more bids? Sunrisers come in now. Sunrisers come in for Krunal Pandya at 550. 550 is the bid for Krunal Pandya with the Sunrisers Hyderabad. $550 with the Sunrisers Hyderabad. 575. Say Punjab. Straight back in at 6. Lucknow Super Giants in now. 6.25 with the Lucknow Super Giants. 625 for Sun. Can Sunrise and Sunrises come in at 650? 650 CR. 675 say Lucknow. $675 with Lucknow Super Giants. Will they go for more? $700 say SRH. 700 for SRH. $700. SRH is 700. SRH 700 CR. $725. Lucknow Super Giants, 725. Gujarat Titans come in with 750, 775 say Lucknow. $800 say Gujarat. $800 is bid from Gujarat Titans. Gujarat Titans. $800 with Gujarat. Lucknow say 825. Lucknow back in at 825. Lucknow back in at 8.25 CR for Kunal Pandya. 8.25 CR for Kunal Pandya. Bid with Lucknow Super Giants. Gujarat still discussing. Gujarat are out. Gujarat Titans go out. And Lucknow 825. 825. Lucknow Super Giants. Is he going to be sold to Lucknow? Sold. Lucknow Super Giants get Krunal Pandya for 8.25 CR. So Pandya brothers have been separated in the IPL and now they'll play for different teams. Lucknow Super Giants get Krunal Pandya. Next player up is Mitch Marsh. Mitch Marsh from Australia, the fast bowling all-rounder, comes up next. Mitch Marsh. Mitchell Marsh asking for a base price of 2 CR. 8.25 CR. And yeah, that's well spotted. So Krunal Pandya and Deepak Hooda are going to play in the same team. Sunrisers come in at 200. 200 lakhs for... Nice. अभी भी कृणाल पांड्या बता रहा है भाई. I changed it to Mishmash. Yeah. Change हो गया. 200 for SRH. Gujarat come in 220, 240, 280, 300, 320, 340, 360, 380. 400, say SRH, 400 crores for SRH. 420, say Gujarat. 420, 420 with Gujarat. 440, say SRH. 440 with SRH. And Gujarat around. 440 still with SRH. $440. Delhi at 460. 480 with Hyderabad. No, 460. It's still 4.60. $525 come in SRH. DC back with 550. 550 is the current bid with Delhi Capitals. $550 with Delhi Capitals. Sunrisers still discussing. 575, say SRH. 575, say SRH. 600 crores. 600 lakhs, say Delhi. 600 bid with Delhi Capitals. 600 bid. Looking for more. Will sell if no more bids. $600 lakhs bid. $600 lakhs with the Delhi Capital Mishmash about to get sold. $625 CSRI, $650 back in Delhi. $650 say Delhi Capital, $650. $650 for Delhi. $650 with Delhi Capitals. So 650, Delhi Capitals have Mishmash for 6.5 CR and he sold. 6.5 CR and sold. Delhi Capitals, done. And I guess the last player of the lot, Mohammad Nabi. Mohammad Nabi, asking for 1 CR. Starting off with 1 CR. One CR. Mohammad Nabi asking for 1 CR. Let's go. Final name in the capped all-rounders set for now. After this, we move on to $100 lakhs, the asking price. No bid till now for Mohammad Nabi. Will he go sold? Will he go unsold? No bids for Mohammad Nabi. And he's unsold, I guess. Unsold. That's it. Unsold. Till then, we'll go back to the upcoming sets. Capped wicket keepers. Category Zebronics, Dinesh Karthik, Ishan Kishan, the man to look out for Nicholas Pura, Nadim Ansar, Matthew Wade, Chani Pesto, Ambati Wright. The list of next players coming up. This is the next set of players coming up. Right up on your screen now. Next player. Okay. First player. First player up is Matthew Wade from Australia. Known for his heroics in the recent T20 World Cup against Science of Friday in the penultimate overs. 200 lakhs. 2 CR to start off with for Matthew Wade. Waiting for bids. No bids yet for Matthew Wade. Unsold. Next up is Ambati Raido. Ambati Raido. To CR, CSK, 220 Delhi, 240 Chennai, 260 Delhi, 280 Chennai, 300 Delhi, 300 से Delhi, 320 से Chennai, 340 से Delhi, 360 से Chennai, 380, 380 with Delhi Capitals, 380 with Delhi Capitals, 380 say Delhi, 400 से Chennai, 420 से Delhi, 440 से Chennai, SRH से 460, SRH rated 460, 480 से SRH, 480 with Sunrisers Hyderabad for Ambati Rayudu, 500s, 525 say SRH, 525 with SRH, 525. $550 say SRH, 600 say SRH, 625 say CSK, Chennai Super Kings, 6.25. 6.25 for Ambati Rayudu with Sunrisers Hyderabad. $625 with CSK. $625 with Chennai, Ambati Rayudu selling Sunrisers are out. Sunrisers are out of this. 625 with Chennai for Ambati Rayudu. 650 say SRH. 675 say Chennai.
with Chennai, 6.75 CR with Chennai. Sold. 6.75 CR, Ambati Raidu goes to Chennai Super Kings. And the big boy for this auction, Ishan Kishan is in. CSK have Ambati Raidu back. Ishan Kishan is the next one in. $200 से Mumbai, Punjab से 220, 240 Mumbai, 260 Punjab, 280 Mumbai, 300 Punjab, 320 Mumbai, 360 Mumbai, 400 Mumbai, 420 Punjab, 440 Mumbai, 460 Punjab, 480 Mumbai, 500 lakhs, 5 crores from Punjab, 525 Mumbai. 550 से पंजाब, 575 से मुंबई, 575 with the Mumbai Indians, 600 से पंजाब, 625 से मुंबई, 650 से पंजाब, 675 from Mumbai, 700 from Punjab, 725 से Mumbai, 7.25 CR for Ishan Kishan, 7.5 CR. $7.25 CR with Mumbai. $7.25. The bid with them. $7.25. $7.25. $7.50 said Mumbai. $7.75 back with Mumbai. $7.75 with Mumbai Indians. $7.75 with Mumbai. $7.75. Hello everyone. स्वागत है. $7.75. मेरे कमेंट्स लोड नहीं हो रहे यार, का पता नहीं यहाँ पे. 775 मुंबई. पंजाब are out. 775 with Mumbai. $7 crores 75 lakhs. 800 say Rajasthan. 825 back in at Mumbai. Gujarat Titans now. 850 say Gujarat. 875 say Mumbai. 9 says Gujarat. 925 say Mumbai. $975 say Mumbai. 1,000 say Gujarat. 975 with Gujarat Titans. $1 CR. Sorry, 10 CR with Gujarat. 10 CR. 10 CR. 1,025. 10.25 CR for Mumbai. 1,050 from Gujarat. 1075 for Mumbai. 10.75. 10.75. 1100 say Gujarat. 1100 with Gujarat Titans. 1125 say Mumbai. 1150 say Gujarat. 1175 say Mumbai. 11 crore 75 lakhs for Ishan Kishan with Mumbai. 12 crores say the Gujarat Titans. Mumbai say 1225. So already with Srh will he be the most costliest buy in this auction? Ishan Kishan was expected to be 1225. 1250 say Gujarat. 1250. 1275 say Mumbai. 1275 from Mumbai. Twelve. $1,300 CR is the next amount. Can anyone come in? 12.75. SRH coming to the bid. SRH are in 1350. SRH in a 1350. SRH are in a 1350. 1350. It is with the Sunrisers. 1375 say Mumbai. 1375 with Mumbai. 1375 with Mumbai Indians. This is a bid battle. 1400 say SRH. 1400 say SRH. 1425 say Mumbai. 1425 Mumbai is already the costliest buy, Ishan Kishan, of this auction. $1,450 back from SRH. 1450 from SRH. The bid battle going strong. 1475 say Mumbai. 1475 with the Mumbai Indians. KL Rahul the costliest buy according to retentions 17. 1500 say SRH. 1500 with Sunrisers. 1500 lakhs. 15 CR with SRH. 1525 say Mumbai. 1525 with Mumbai. Already costlier than Virat Kohli, I can say, Ishan Kishan, according to retentions as well. 1525. Sunrisers are out. Sunrisers are out of this. 1525 with Mumbai. 1525 with Mumbai Indians for Ishan Kishan. Will he go back to his previous franchise. And 15-25, Mumbai Indians have got their player back for 15 crores 25 lakhs. Ishan Kishan is going to Mumbai Indians. .25 CR for Mumbai Indians. Johnny Bairstow, the English hard-hitting wicketkeeper. Johnny Bairstow. 1.5 CR. 1.5 CR for Johnny Bairstow. $150 for Bairstow. 150 से Delhi. Punjab से 160, 170 से Delhi, 180 से Punjab, 190 से Delhi, 200 से Punjab, 200 bid with Punjab, 220 से Delhi, 240 से Punjab, 260 से Delhi, 260 से Delhi, 280 से Punjab, 300 से Delhi, 320 से Punjab, 340 से Delhi, 360 से Punjab, 380 से Delhi, 380, 400 से Punjab, Delhi are done. 400 with Punjab. $400 with Punjab Kings. 400 with the Punjab Kings. Waiting for bids, waiting for bids, waiting for more bids. Sunrisers Hyderabad come in at 420. 440 से Punjab back in straight at 440 with Punjab. Sunrisers waiting. $440 with the Punjab Kings. 460 से SRH. 460 with SRH. SRH हाँ दिखाता हूँ मैं, रुको. Nishant, I'll show you it after this one. 500 bid by SRH. $500 bid from SRH. $525 से Punjab, 550 back in at SRH, 550 from Sunrisers. . Sunrisers haven't taken anyone apart from Washington Sundar. 550 with SRH. Washington Sundar is the lone buy for $550 with Sunrisers Hyderabad. Punjab King back with 575. SRX needs 600. Dhawan and Mayank to open 5. Punjab need best. They are. I don't know what Punjab do with their. They pack with openers and then they make Chris Gayle to come at 3. So best will come at 3. Pata nahi bhai. They're Punjab Kings, man. Understand that is how they operate. $600 from SRH, 625 say Punjab. Ah, 650 say SRH. 650. 650 with Sunrisers. 650 with SRH. 650 with SRH. Punjab Kings need some time. $675 say Punjab. 675 with Punjab Kings. Bidding battle here between Punjab and Sunrisers Hyderabad for Johnny Besto. Currently at 675 with Punjab Kings. SRH in discussions. 675 with Punjab. Punjab and SRH have a lot of money in the bank still. $675 from Punjab, waiting for SRH. Out. SRH are out. 675 with Punjab. 675. It stays with Punjab. They'll have 3 openers with them then. It's sold. Johnny Besto goes to Punjab Kings for 6.75. Punjab Kings. Next up is Dinesh Karthik. Dinesh Karthik, the new banner. Dinesh Karthik, starting in at 2 CR for Dinesh Karthik. Zinta भी है नहीं भाई आज auction में. Zinta is not present at auction. 200 for Dinesh Karthik. $200. RCB back 200. Royals at 200. 220 say Chennai. 240 say RCB. 260 say Chennai. 280 say RCB. 300 bid say Chennai. 300 with Chennai. 320 say RCB. 320 say RCB. 320 say RCB against the Chennai. 340 say Chennai. 340 with Chennai. It's between CSK and RCB. 340 say Chennai. Popeye, yeah, Popeye. DK. 340 with Chennai. 360 say RCB. 360. Chennai out. Chennai out. RCB at 360. $360 with RCB. $360 with RCB. Chennai 380. 400 say RCB. 400 for Dinesh Karthik say RCB. 400 from RCB. 400 with RCB. Bangalore holding the bid with 400 lakhs. So it might be a very good buy at that price. Waiting for no more bids. DK debuted for India before MSD. Now he'll play as reserve to MSD in CSK at the shell end of both career. Yeah? $420 say Chennai now. $440 say RCB back in it. $440. $440 with RCB. $440 with RCB. Waiting for more bids. 460. 460 bid. 480 bid from RCB. Chennai are discussing. $460 by CSK. 480 back with RCB. Chennai taking a lot of time. 500 bids at Chennai. $500 for Chennai. RCB waiting. Time up कितने बात होता है? Time up नहीं होता है यहाँ पे. It is up to the auctioneer to decide how much time to give. And 525 say. 500 bit. 500 bit from RCB. 500 bit. कितना सेकेंड? सेकेंड नहीं होता यार, ऐसा कुछ फिक्स टाइमिंग तो रूल्स में नहीं दिया. 500 from Bangalore. So it keeps going on until the auctioneer wants it to. 500 with RCB. $500 bid with RCB. Chennai back in at 525 CR. 525 with Chennai Super Kings for Dinesh Karthik. $525 with CSK. 550 say RCB. Out. Chennai say out. 550 with RCB. Now 500 with CSK, no. That's confusion. थोड़ा सा confusion auction room में भी चल रहा है, so that's fine. But the thing right now is 550 with RCB and sold. Dinesh Karthik sold to RCB. That's 5.50 CR. 5.50 CR sold to RCB. Next up, Radhiman Saha. Radhiman Saha is the new player in the auction pool. Asking for a base price of 1 CR. Waiting for a bit. No bids yet for Radhiman Saha. Might go unsold. No bids for Radhiman Saha. No bids for Radhiman Saha. Unsold. Unsold. Radhiman Saha unsold. Next up is Sam Billings. Sam Billings, the young wicketkeeper from England. Sam Billings. Asking for a base price of 2 CR. 2 CR, sorry. 2 CR. Start off with for Sam Billings. Let's see if we have a bid for Sam Billings. And done. Unsold. Last player in this set is going to be Nicholas Puran. Nicholas Puran. Starting at a 1.5 CR. 1.53. $150. Sunrises 150. 160 से चेन्नई, 170 से SRH, 180 से चेन्नई, 190 से SRH, 200 से चेन्नई, 200 चेन्नई, 220, 260, 260. Okay, so 260, 280 से SRH, 300 से SRH. Bidding wars. 400 with SRH. 420 से चेन्नई, 440 से SRH, 460 से चेन्नई, 460 from Chennai, 480 from SRH, 480 with SRH, 500 से Chennai, 500 from Chennai, 525 से SRH, 525 with Sunrisers Hyderabad is the bid for Nicholas Puran. 525 and Chennai are out. $525 Nicholas Puran with SRH. KKR, a new bidder coming in, 550, 625, 650 से KKR, 675, 700, 725 bid from SRH. $750 back in KKR, $775 back in SRH, $800 से KKR, 800 with KKR, 8 crores for Nicholas Puran with KKR, 825 से SRH, 825. $850 से KKR, 850, 8.50 CR for Nicholas Puran. The current bid with KKR, SRH back in at 875. 900 bid from KKR. 900 bid from KKR. $925. $925 say SRH. $950 say KKR. $950. $950 say KKR. $975 say SRH. $975 for Nicholas Puran with SRH. 1,000 lakhs say KKR. They only have 28 CR. They've already spent 10 CR on this bid. KKR 1025. 1025 from SRH. 1025 from SRH. KKR thinking 1025 with SRH. $10.25 with SRH. Sunrise Hyderabad, 10.25. 10.50, say KKR. 10.50, 10 crores and 50 lakhs for Nicholas Puran from KKR. They're going strong. $10.50. 10.50. 10.50 with KKR. $10.75 back in SRH. 10.75 from SRH. $10.75 with SRH. Big betting war. $10.75 resting with SRH for Nicholas Puran, waiting for a response from KKR. Will they go 1100? They have very less money in the kitty, 28 CR left. And sold. 10.75. Nicholas Puran sold for 10.75 CR to SRH. Sold. And I guess time for a break. I guess. $10-minute breaks. 10-minute break over here, guys. 10 minute का break. Okay, so that brings us to the end of 2 or 3 sets, I can say. And Ishan Kishan gets 15.25 CR. The third or the fourth highest buy, if I'm not wrong, it was Chris Morris, that's Yuvraj Singh, Pat Cummins, yeah, and Ishan Kishan. So, here goes.